Wake up, Southside! Do you think Poles has this draft under control? WRONG, the Bears are seconds away from committing a crime, ignoring the trade that would make Williams an MVP. Yes, you heard that right. While betting the number 10 pick on an edge, with fewer sacks than your grandma. And that's not all. If QB2 fails, goodbye playoffs. Are you going to let other fans mock us? Subscribe, hit the bell, and find out how to avoid this disaster. Your like could save this season. The draft is approaching quickly, and what I'm seeing has me absolutely amazed. The Bears are facing a decision that could define not just this season, but the next decade of this franchise. And you know what? I'm not sure Ryan Poles and company are seeing the full picture. We have the 10th pick in the draft, and there's a player flying under the radar for many, but not for the true insiders. We're talking about Tyler Warren, the tight end from Penn State who's redefining what it means to be a player at this position. Why is he so important? Let me tell you this, when you have a developing quarterback like Caleb Williams, you need to give them all the weapons possible. Warren isn't just another tight end. This guy is a multi-purpose weapon who can literally do everything on the field. We're talking about a former high school quarterback who can line up as a receiver, a traditional tight end in the backfield, and even take direct snaps in wildcat formations. When was the last time we saw a player like this in Chicago? I ask. Doesn't this remind you of what the best teams in the league are doing with their versatile players? Ben Johnson himself has said that Warren is the definition of a football player. And when your offensive coordinator turned head coach says something like that, you have to pay attention. Johnson used 2 tight end formations in Detroit 32.2% of the time last year, the 3rd highest percentage in the NFL. Just imagine what he could do with Cole Kmet and Tyler Warren on the field at the same time. Dan Orlovsky, yes, the same one who was critical of the Williams pick last year, has called Warren his second favorite player in the draft after Travis Hunter. He says Warren owns the middle of the field and compares him to Trey McBride, who simply exploded last season with Arizona. Ryan Clark goes further, calling him an absolute phenomenon who can play any position. Where you want to put the ball in someone's hands. And you know what's most impressive? Warren led all tight ends in catch percentage per target in 2024. This guy doesn't drop passes, period. When the pressure is at its highest and you need to convert that crucial 3rd down, don't you want someone like that for Caleb Williams? I believe we'd be making a huge mistake if we pass on Warren in the draft. The Jets and Saints are lurking, and if we don't act fast, we'll regret it when we have to face him in the future. But the draft isn't the only concern we have right now. As we approach the most important event of the offseason, the Bears have been busy evaluating another option that could completely change their strategy. Are you ready for this? The Bears have scheduled a visit with Shemar Stewart, an edge rusher from Texas A&M, as part of their top 30 pre-draft meetings. And this is not just a courtesy visit. When you schedule someone for your top 30 visits, it means you're seriously considering using your draft capital on them. Stewart is an exceptional athlete. His physique and explosiveness have impressed all the scouts at the Senior Bowl and the Combine. In fact, one personnel evaluator said that at times he looked like the best player on the field during the Senior Bowl. But do you know what the problem is? Only 4.5 sacks in his entire college career. I ask you, is it worth using our number 10 pick on someone with such little production? I think we're facing a classic dilemma of potential versus production. And frankly, it's divided the entire community of scouts and NFL executives. An NFC executive said, big, fast, explosive, a lot of physical ability. I'm just not sure exactly where he's going to go. Another added, the community is divided on him. Part of the problem could have been the scheme at Texas A&M or the performance of those around him on the defensive line. But when you're investing such a high pick, do you really want to bet on potential when there are players like Warren who have proven their value on the field? The Patriots and the 49ers are also interested in Stewart, and both have excellent track records evaluating defensive talent. So I'm not saying he's a bad choice, but he does represent a considerable risk. High risk, high reward. The question is, are we in a position to take that risk? And while management focuses on the draft, there's another battle brewing that could have significant implications for our season. The competition for the backup quarterback spot. With the arrival of veteran Case Keenum, the team has officially put Tyson Bagent in the hot seat. And this is exactly what we needed. Competition raises the level of everyone involved. Brad Biggs of the Chicago Tribune pointed out something important. In recent years, the competition for spots on the Bears was more talk than legitimate battles. Ben Johnson is changing that. He's creating real competition at all positions, and the QB2 spot is no exception. I tell you this, an injury to the starting quarterback can destroy a season in an instant. Just ask the Cowboys and Jets from last year. We need to be prepared for the worst, even as we hope for the best for Caleb Williams. Bagent has an incredible story, going from Division II to being an NFL starter. In 2023, he led the Bears to a 2-2 record as a starter, completing 65.7% of his passes, but those 6 interceptions in just 4 games. That's concerning. An interception ratio like that can cost you games in this league. Keenum brings 11 years of experience with 66 games as a starter and a record of 30-36. He's thrown 79 touchdowns against 51 interceptions. Not spectacular, but stable, and he knows the league better than almost anyone. I wonder, what will Ben Johnson value more? The youth and potential of Bagent, or the experience and stability of Keenum? And perhaps more importantly, who will be a better mentor for Caleb Williams? Williams is just entering his 2nd season, and Johnson, despite all the media hype, is a first-year head coach. Having someone like Keenum, who has seen it all in this league, could be invaluable for both. This competition for the QB2 spot will be one of the most interesting battles to watch during training camp. And while we hope that whoever wins doesn't have to play a single significant snap, the right choice could be crucial if the worst happens. Bears family, the moment of truth is approaching. The draft is just around the corner, and our future is at stake. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest news, analysis, and predictions about our team, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and turn on notifications. And don't forget to leave your comments below with your opinions on these 3 critical situations: Warren or Stewart in the draft, Bagent or Keenum as QB2. Your voice matters, and I love reading your perspectives. Remember, we are the strongest Bears nation when we are united, sharing our passion for this team. So, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay connected for more exclusive content about the Chicago Bears. Together, we'll experience every moment of this exciting 2025 season. See you in the next video.